welcome back, guys. Let's start, and this was just what I have in mind. Let's start a new page, and that's the back of this page. The weekend is over, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to check if this is not too narrow, and it is, so I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. Definitely going to cut down a 1/8 off. So this will not interfere. So I have a 1/8 that's away from this. That's perfect. Alright, so I already have gathered a little of these images because I definitely want to make a flip out with this. Something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a... Oh, I'm just going to lay it on here so I remember... Well, I can... Because I know myself. I want to make a hinge on here. So that's here. Hinge on here. Here a hinge on top. Oh, that's hard to see, but yep, on top. Here a hinge at the bottom. And here a hinge on this side. Yes, let's do that first. You can use your leftovers, of course. Always check your leftovers if you have any. And I do. Alright, so this was a bottom one. So I can make... Love to do first a hinge. Oh, a hinge. Burnish it down. So how was your weekend, guys? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had as well a very quiet weekend. Always check, check, check. Oh, where was my other needle? I miss a needle. Alright. So I had a very, very, very quiet weekend. Love that. You can't always have busy weekends with all kind of appointments, but if you have, then it's very nice to have a quiet weekend once in a while. I love that. Just do the things that you love to do, or do just completely nothing. That's totally up to you. So what did I did? Well, watching around certain things, get inspired by certain things, also for next collections. What do I want to make? All that kind of thing. It's also Black Friday coming up. And I see so many companies that already has so many discounts, but it's not always cool because I just believe that certain companies reduce the prices. Oh, I have a nice leftover here. This was a top. Nope, this one was a top. That they just raise the prices first and then set a discount on. I don't know, but it feels that way. Because sometimes you order things and think, that's the normal price that I paid last time, so it's not a Black Friday deal. But sometimes you do have good deals. You do. Alright, so we're just gonna make 3 simple flip out, and in the back you can totally do whatever you want. You can still add a little pocket on for another little tag that's totally up to you. So this is the bottom and this is the top. Let's make the sideways that I need now a larger piece of paper. What if I do this side and I can use them both, I guess. And as you can see, I have a very nice and warm cozy sweater on. God, this one is so nice and warm. Really like this sheep, I called it a sheep or lamb. It looks like the fur of a lamb. It's so cozy and warm. Wow, love it. I buy so many times a nice vest or a sweater, but then it's so thin that you actually don't get any warmth of it. So it's hard to find a good one, at least in my opinion. But this one is really nice. I regret that I did not get a few colors more, but try to get back to the store and see if they have more colors, but not always in the city. But yes, I do love it. And it's a vest, and that is what I love, because then you can still put on your lovely thin blouse. I'm a blouse person instead of a sweater person, because I do have so much nice blouses, also with the ruches in front. I love ruches and lace and everything. I just love it. I don't know, but yep, I love it. The fancier the better. And yeah. So you still can wear those if you wear a vest instead of a sweater. Even now I really have these little ruches. Oh, love it. Yeah, I'm getting older. Okay, let's cut this down. You can use your cutter as you want, but a scissor will do as well, if you prefer. Here we go. Yes, okay, let's put some tape on these. Here we go. Okay, that's that. So let's put these on its place. So I want this in the middle. I just love this one, so I like to start with this one. Nicely in the middle. I just like to eyeball it. Does not have to be perfect in the middle. Wait just a second. Wait just a second, because I want to make a closure. So let's cut this in half. Let's add that first. This time I do believe that I want to have this pretty much in the middle. Let's add, not completely over, but you could have used this ribbon completely. Keep it intact if you want, but then your your, say the word, say the word, then your, I call that when you make a bow, then your bow, then your bow is smaller as well. So that's not what you want. All right, I'm gonna peel off a little, not completely, just to get over this piece right here. There we go. Yep, still can peel that off nicely. And I think we're gonna do this one also on the middle. Let's check it out. I want this. Let me first add this one on. So I want to have this, especially the face, still be seeing. So I'm just going to make a mark right here. I always check what my puppy is chewing on. Definitely need to check. Wat heb jij? Je bent de deken kapot aan het bijten. No. Okay. It's your blanket, not mine. Yeah, I don't know, but sometimes she likes to chew on things, which I don't like that she is chewing on. So I definitely, and the last days she is a little in the puberty. Not doing the things that I want. Alright, let's check. Where do we want this one? I want to have it a little playful, not everything on the white spot. I think this is a nice spot right here. Alright, let's add this on this side. But yesterday I had another vest, not this one, another one, hanging on the chair on a dinner table. And when I was going to the bathroom to have a pee, I noticed there was that, how you call that little closure for your vest, the zipper, that was laying on the floor. Okay, it's a brand new vest. So why is that laying on the floor? And I go, oh my gosh, yes, see, I chew on that closure piece. So that vest is still brand new, only without the zipper. Oh, yep, it's that kind of lovely dog. No, I still love it, but it's just, why? Alright, you can put this in the middle, but if you say I want this more to the right or more to the left, but I think the middle is suitable for me. What do you think? What is suitable for you guys? Alright, add this a little off. I am gonna place this down exactly where this one goes. Do my best. Here we go. Okay, so we have still a nice full page. Love this. And then you can oh, this is just, oh no, that's not just, because this needs to go to the back. Alright, and then the meaning is that this holds this down with this ribbon. Just quickly showing. Not gentle, not perfect, but yep, that's the meaning. Let's go to the back. Let's grab a piece of paper that fits nice with this one. It's a certain order that I just like. And that's this. Alright, I have my purples and browns in front of me. Let's see what fits nice with the back. I want to keep it quiet, so I think this one is perfect for the back, to keep it quiet, or even this one. Which one do you like? I think the dark one. Then I think, because these other colors fits wonderful with the rest, so I think I will go with this one. Alright, so let's open this up. You can decide. Yeah, I definitely want to add this beautiful image for the back. Alright, stay inside your fold lines. Always check that. Stay inside. And let's cut this. Now, do you want something extra with this page? Then you need to consider that, because we do have a piece of ribbon on the back. So if you want to make a pocket, it's not that easy to do, but then you need to have a background as well. Actually, I do like that. Okay, it's not completely impossible. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use this brown. Alright. Let's cut this the same. Stay away from the fold lines. Let's cut this. And this is only if you want to add something beneath all this. Okay, check, check, check. Fits marvelous. Alright, let's work on this one. Of course, I want to see my black edge, my brown edge. And yeah, I had to think of that earlier. I know, then I should not. Then I had not need to cut this down. I'm so sorry. But yeah, my brain always is not updated with what I want. So that's a little waste of a millimeter paper. That's okay. Alright, let's smudge the edges so I don't forget. Okay, this fits marvelous on here. Yep, I love it. Yep. Okay, let's cut. I think one is enough. One. I'm gonna cut a piece that's 1/2 inch. Let's stay away, let's say a 1/4. Is it a 1/4? I have no idea. Okay. I always like to cut the little corners. It looks a little bit fancier. And if you smooch the edges, then it even looks more beautiful. Normally I do not smooch the edges if I use the brown for a brown edge, but you can if you want. But for this one, I definitely want. I do like it a little bit more. especially on the edges. I think I am satisfied. It does not matter that much, but sometimes we are picky. Alright, let's glue this on. It's very important that you use the complete piece of paper. So don't forget any spots. Glue it wherever you want. If you glue it here, then you have a higher pocket, but I'm just gonna go in the middle. In the middle of this, I would say. You can add it wherever you want. Low, high, it's all up to you. Alright, and I'm gonna cut down 2 little you can cut 1 in the middle, but I always like to cut 2 pieces. Stay how much away? Well, a 1/4 away from the edges right here. The reason why I cut 2 lines is it's an easier income for the tag that you're going to put in here than only 1 incision. Alright, that's cool. Now I'm going to use my, I call this one, no idea what the name it is. Let's make a hole, a large one or a small one. Let's see how the small one looks. So I'm going to cut the edges. Well, I think a large one is even better to be seen. So we're going to do a larger one. Yeah, you definitely may see a nice round piece at the edges. Yep. And then I have created a nice pocket. I like these. Always, I like these. Alright, now we're going to glue these down. Make sure that this area will not have any glue. What I normally like to do is first go all the way around. Bottom. And then above the pocket. And then the rest. And that's it. Otherwise the pocket has no use, of course. Here we go. Okay guys, let's add this on here. Looks marvelous, don't you think? Don't forget to peel off your tape. Here we go. Make sure that you are straight. we go, burnish it down. Yes, I like. You can add papers on here if you like. That's totally up to you. Let's see. Let's cut this a little smaller. Still is a leftover piece. And then you will have a nice little, not that little, tuck spot. It's a little a waste of this one, so you can make it lower. What if I fold this double? Is it then? No, I don't want to make a double. I just don't want to make a double. And a nice little tack in here. Yep, that will do. Alright, so yeah, as I told you, you still can add a little pocket here, but I won't. I'm just gonna keep these blank, so you can write something down on here. But yeah, I like it. What is the order? This way, this this last. Yes, I like. Very nice and dark. And then you will have your closure. It's large enough, the bow. You get the picture. Alright. Watch your fingers if you do this. Yep, I like it. Alright, cool. I could, why did I not do that? I could make my ribbons right here, so it make a closure as well for this one. Alright, keep that in mind if you first watched what I did. So then you could add your closures on this one, so it would be a closure as well, but I did not, but it's okay. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. Alright guys, let's go to the back. Not perfect in making bows, but the more you do this, the better you will get. Alright, so let's open this up and let's see what's next. Okay guys, let's see. I want to use this page, the back of these beautiful cuttings. So what if I'm gonna cut this first? What if I am gonna cut this from here? I want to keep the moon, so let's see if we can do that. I think we do. Oh, just is enough for me. Alright. looks marvelous. Yep. Alright, what I like with this one is I like to use this as well as a pocket. So what if I'm gonna cut right here, and the moon, you can leave this on, but I'm not, just make it not too difficult for yourself. I'm gonna cut out here, and then we go back with this one. But actually I want to keep the page intact, so I do, maybe we're going to start here. Let's go here, and then we're going to end right here. Is that an idea? No, I'm just going to cut it in two. Let's see how it ends. Alright. Just don't make it too difficult for yourself if you are not a good fussy cutter. I am also not a good fussy cutter. I'm just going to go around it, around the biggest ones. Just going to use a little. Here I'm just going to go inside with a little curve. And then I'm just gonna go with a little black edge around the moon. There we go. Let's turn this around. And let's go back on this side with again a little black edge. Alright, this looks nice. Let's smooch all edges. Alright, so this is going to be a pocket, a little tuck spot. So we're going to glue down these sides till the largest piece. Not this one. This one we can do that later. Alright, so these three sides. I think we can add this already because you are going to use this piece, not this one. So we can glue down the moon as well. Here we go. I saw something here, but not belonging there. Alright, so let's put this on. Finish this down. Look, that's a nice pocket. Now let's see what we still can do with this one. Because we can use this for the back still. Oh yeah, this is why I actually wanted to wait with this gluing down, because now I can go a little under, but that's alright. We can glue this down. Don't forget to burnish your edges always. Everything looks so much better if you smooch your edges. Alright, we're gonna glue this one down. It's a little bit tricky because we made two pieces. Sometimes it is easier to leave the edges a little bit, but I decided to cut it all off. We can do this. We can do this. Just start in a corner and just follow the cutting lines. Right here, make sure that you will not glue down your pocket. And then put it down. Yes. Alright, be gentle doing this, cleaning. Okay, and then if you have a little tag, or that would fit nicely in here. Yes! Easy going, easy going. Let's find a nice piece. Can be a wider one. It can be a wider one. Let's check it out. Where does this ends? Where does this end? I think I really like that the moon goes here. And this goes till here. So just using this a little bit to see how wide I can go. Alright, so let's create this nice little tag. Let's put this inside. And I'm gonna make it, I think, a 1 inch smaller. There we go. Nice tag, put that inside. Love to decorate that later. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can do on the left side. We can still use this one, so it's still a nice, and I do love that, meaning that we're gonna make a nice pocket with this one. So let's do that. Okay guys, do we have a leftover? No. Okay, I'm gonna use the 120 for this. Can I use this? Nope, I do need a long way. Alright, let's make a 1/2 inch. And if we're gonna use that piece of paper, we know how wide this is. So I'm going to use this to know how deep this pocket needs to be. So let's cut this with a black edge. Let's make a hinge here. Don't use this paper fully because the paper is going to be a little shorter. So let's make first a pocket. Put this on, always make it a little bit shorter. Right, let's add first some tape before we're gonna cut the corners. Here we go. Yes, let's cut the corners and then we can finish off this pocket with the design paper. It's just a tiny little smaller, not much, otherwise it fits nicely. It's really a minor that it's smaller, just a tiny bit. Alright guys, smooth the edges, glue this on. Just gonna use this as a simple pocket, does not need anything else on it. It is beautiful as its own, my opinion. Alright, make sure you have your white side of your pocket and then put this on. We already are discussing our next holiday. This time again with our lovely friends, one couple that we went last year, not this year but the year before. So we finally agreed to something. And the other couple never ever done that before, so I'm very happy that they agreed to try it. Stay away from the fault lines, guys. Always stay away from the fault line. Here we go. So they agreed to do a cruise with us. I'm not a professional, guys. I only made a cruise 2 times in my life. I must say I really like a cruise. And if you are searching for the right one, it's not the most expensive holiday in your life. The last time we went to Dubai and that was a really cheap one. And the first time we went was with our kids, and that was also a very good deal. So this time I hope I can find another good deal for the 4 of us. I like this. Oh yes, I like this a lot. Alright, let's see. What can we do with the back? Which color do you want for the back? You can use this. Keeps it nice, solid, because the moon has that. This one's too busy. I also can use this one. We can. This one is too busy. We also can use this one. Just gonna give you some options. This one is also possible. It's the same color as that one. Yeah, the brown. I don't like the brown for this one. So which one do you prefer? I think I like this one. Or this one. I go for this one because I did not use it that much. Alright. Wait just a sec, because then I also can use this one, because this one I can cut it this way. Alright. So, I was telling you that I was looking for cruises, and it's not that difficult because we do have certain options that we actually want, but maybe it's not even possible. But I know the first cruise that we did with our kids was in the, oh, how you call that in English? I don't know. The European Sea? I don't know. But it was Italy and Croatian, Greece, so Europe. And we did not have any day on sea. On the Dubai cruise we had 1 day at sea, but I understand that because we had to make a long distance. But because it's just a small piece there with the European Ocean, I don't want a day on sea. And I am looking now for a few weeks, and it's hard to find a cruise without a day on sea. And the next reason because I don't want a day on sea is because that other couple has never ever made a cruise. And I know I was the first time pretty anxious on it because I'm not that ocean type of person. So I was just each morning so happy that I could get off the boat. So I don't want to send them, I don't want to do a cruise for their first time with 1 day on sea. I know, I just told you I am not a professional on this. I only made 2 cruises, but I know that the last cruise that we did, that was 1 day on sea. Did I like it? Well, not that much. I was pretty anxious to see all the way around the boat sea, very far away, and I did not like that. So I want to give them, especially because it's their first time, every day the opportunity to get off. So if they are a little afraid the first time, which I understand, it's very nice that you can get off every day. So, but I just noticed that it's not that easy. I don't know why, but it's not. Maybe they changed things or something, I don't know, but it's not that easy to find one without a day on sea. But I will find it, absolutely. We don't have any rush because it's late November, so we still, and it's for the next year, end September, beginning October, so we have plenty of time. But yeah, the early bookings are normally nicer in price. Okay, what do you think about this? It's actually pretty simple and easy, but I love it. Okay, I like it. I wish I could have think of that earlier, but then again, we made this cutout, and then that's also not. Then we also made a two-page one. But it's okay. It's okay. So what do we have for now? So we have 2 pages, 2 full pages ready to go. See, and it's not that thick. So we have this pull out with pockets, cut out pockets, and then we have this one that goes open with loads of pockets. Oh God, I am the pocket queen. So, yep, loads of activities. Then we have this booklet that opens up with this one. Pockets, 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 pockets. Yes. Like it. And then we have this one that we just did. Cool. I like it. Now we definitely need to go to the blue one. I did not do any blue. So let's grab a new page. Or maybe we can do these two. Or you just flip this around like I did with this one. It's not necessary to do the pages in any order. Alright guys, I will see you for our new page.